Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller, prospecting. Welcome to Tuesday night panning. What is this? Episode number 110. I have to remember for a second. Episode number 110. So let me catch up on chat. Thank everyone for being here and joining us tonight. Who we got? Weezen Geezer, Wrench 6381. Thank you both for being here and being early birds. Joey Brown, Package Total, Charles King. Thank you for being here in the parking lot. The Cracker Barrel. I do love some Cracker Barrel. Stephen LeBlanc, thank you for joining us. Kathleen Maples, Mark Sheldon. Who else? MN Mark, thank you for being here. Richard B. Donna, thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. HD Chevrolet, thank you for being here. And being a mod, even though you're on your phone, I'm sure you can still hit that band hammer if you need it. Mike from the Gold Vlog is here. Big surprise. We're doing his Paydirt tonight, too. Who else is here? Alan Curie, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, I can pop out the chat. Set everything up so I have to look at my ugly mug just like y'all do. But all right. I'm going to set that there. All right. SRIP63, how's it going, brother? Somewhere in Ohio, thank you for being here. The Chase's Adventure, thank you for being here. Let's see how that works. I haven't actually tried the rule button. I was kind of hoping they would spam it faster than that, but oh well, no worries. Oh well. I have to work on that. Nightbot's a little slow with the rules. I've been doing good, the Chases. How's it going? I've been doing good. Can't complain. It's kind of a, I think I mentioned it last week. I'm kind of over the cold weather. And I did have to go to my dentist today. So, luckily he doesn't charge me right then. He sends me the bill. So, it was very painless adventure today at the dentist. We'll just have to see if the bill's hopefully just as painless. Curtis Gillen, how's it going? No worries, Josh, no worries. My fur baby, my cat just drops fur wherever he wants, and that's it. We consider that done. That's his grooming. Ronnie's Digs, how's it going? What's up, Clush? How's it going? I liked your little mushroom room. It was a pretty. I really like the button door. I got to tell you, I like mushrooms, but I would never go all the way out to grow my own mushrooms or anything. But that push button door, that had me. That just sold me on the entire video. I watched the entire thing. Normally, I probably wouldn't have watched the entire video about mushroom room, but the little button sold me on watching that. That was really clever with the knot. So I like that. I was trying to think of somewhere I could put that in my house. I was like, well, where do I need a little hidden room? A3 Sky Warrior, how's it going? Old Sasquatch, how's it going? Benjamin Garcia. And speaking of A3 Sky Warrior, make sure everyone goes and checks out his latest video. There you go. Nightbot has just posted it. A3 Sky Warrior just posted a tribute video for My Kill Fano. A lot of people, y'all might know him. He's regular on this channel as well as everybody else's. Passed away recently. So, yeah. So everyone go check out that channel. And Clint Cole, thank you very much. Way too much. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. GNS Paydirt by Miller Prospecting. Yeah. So, let me show you which bag we're doing tonight. We're doing the Leaf Gold Paydirt. So this is a 3-pound bag with 3 grams of gold in it, including at least a 1 gram nugget. So I was hoping, I don't know why the math in my head was off when I got this, but originally when I got this, I was like, oh, that's awesome. We'll do the 1 gram for a Patreon top tier prize, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough, but we will give it away eventually. But it should be a fun bag. I really wanted just to see if this Leaf Gold, what the bigger nugget would look like. I have reviewed the Leaf Gold previously. I don't think it got a good review, but I think that was just because he hadn't gotten the formula down right. But I did have this through a secret shopper, so tomorrow we will be posting the results on it, the ROI, and I might give a little bit more info than I typically do for my Wednesday results, just on what I thought of the gold itself. So, what did Josh retract? Now I want to know. Oh, all my mods just posting like crazy. Hey, Richard B, how's it going? And yes, see, I have them right here. I was waiting for you, old Sasquatch. Yeah, I got in some stickers from old Sasquatch, and in his note, he asked me to show them off. So we're going to show them off. That's the old Sasquatch one, and this is my favorite one. This one was hard. I almost put this one on my door right away. The little Sasquatch sticker. So thank you very much for sending those to me. So those will be going on the door later tonight. I did pull them off, though. I did. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Hopefully it's a good bag. I'm sure it'll be a good bag. You know, I don't think I've ever given you a bad review on Paydirt where it wasn't, you know, a low ROI. It was never low ROI. Is never the problem. I just hope I really like the gold, you know. And just so you know, Mike, I don't know if you checked the tracking. My nugget came and it finally showed up. It took a little detour and side route and showed up all around, but it did finally show up. So, and Clint, thank you very much again. I think you might have hit the button twice by accident. And yeah, the little Sasquatchy, those are the best ones. It's the same thing, like I have my little LXR bag here, on here. You know, it's just the kid stuff, you know, I got to keep that. I wasn't going to pan that out. The little LXR one, the Sasquatch one, awesome. Yeah, I think Clint might have fallen and hit the button twice, maybe. I did a bag when nugget was the size of a nickel. Yeah, I'm really curious about the nugget because, you know, I've seen leaf gold before. I've panned out leaf gold before, and it tends to just be flat gold. So I'm really curious about the nugget. I want to see what a 1 gram leaf gold nugget looks like. So. Oh, yeah, USPS. They've been driving me crazy, too. I don't know. It's something. I think it just depends on which hub you're situated near on whether, because like here, if they hit my Evansville hub, it's a 50-50 shot whether or not they actually go to Evansville after that, or if they go to Kansas or somewhere else and then have to come back and take a second shot. So, but it did get here. I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh no, because this wasn't just like gold, where if you're just buying a regular, you know, small little piece of gold, and you're like, okay, you know, they can replace it, or, you know, you get a charge back or something, you get a, you know, a refund, whatever it is, or they replace, or this isn't something you can replace. So I was like, oh no, you know, I can't have USPS tell me they're going to pay me $140, you know. And I will say, as amazing as your photos are on your website, Mike, the pictures didn't even do it justice. It's actually beautiful. So I know I said, and I probably said it in chat, that it's for a future giveaway. It might be a very future giveaway, because I really like that nugget. Hey, Jack Weston, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And Nightbot forgot the second half of that thing because I forgot to put it in there. But and then they after they melted down most of the gold for ransom, they just stole the rest. So. $11 for $10. There you go. Yeah, those are some really amazing gold. That was some really amazing gold. And you know, I've been on here. I've posted multiple videos on here. I am not typically a fan of fancy gold. You know, it's just not my thing. Specimen gold has never really been my thing. I typically really only bought it because I wanted something from that collection. I was like, this is just one of those collections, you know, buy a little piece. You had something that was affordable for me. But, you know, it was really beautiful. Now I see why people get hooked on specimen gold. Luckily for me, I'm poor, so I can't get hooked on specimen gold. Brian McCloskey, how's it going? Dean Olson, CJ Hayes, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And again, just in case anyone missed it, go to A3 Sky Warriors channel. He just posted a memorial for My Kill Fana, who recently passed away, sadly. So, you know, he's got more information on there, but definitely a loss for the community. So, and what's really sad about it is My Kill's last video was a video talking about scammers in the community. So, you know, I think that's an important lesson too, because me and somebody else were just talking about that the other day. Is there are, as much as I love this community, as many great people there are in this community, there are always going to be a few bad apples. So, you know, just be careful. You know, don't send anybody money unless you're willing to just write it off and lose it, even if it's to buy Paydirt. If it's not backed with a credit card or PayPal, don't send it. So. Still love to see an Aussie gold bag from the States. Chefy. I did one. It's been a while. I think I did it. I did a Patreon one a while back. I guess it was like probably over a year ago where I did an Aussie bag for my Patreon members. It was all Aussie Paydirt and it was all Aussie gold. But it's hard to get. I mean, I was saving all the material from anytime I did an Aussie Paydirt. I'd been saving it in a jar. And I think to do like my Patreon, it takes like 6 pounds to 10 pounds. So I had just gotten like 6 pounds of it. And I was like, okay. And I had saved up some Aussie gold and I did it. And, you know, it took, I was like measuring, I think all the bags were a little bit light and, you know, dirt wise and stuff like that. But yeah. For sale from a reputable source. Hint, Mike. Yeah. Well, the problem with that is, I mean, well, I guess the only problem with that would be, like I said, for my bag, I actually used Australian Paydirt dirt because Australian dirt is much, much different. It's one of the reasons why I love it. If you ever want to check out a seller from Aussie that I think is actually, it has the best ROI. You're never going to get a good ROI from any Australian sellers just because the shipping is so atrocious to get it to here. But Life W Gold, I did a review on them. Life W Gold, absolutely. I think they're the top notch right now. And if you ever pan out their material, it's worth it. It's worth, you know, it's not something you're going to buy every month, but once a year, if you want to buy a 1 gram bag from Australia, get a Life W Gold bag. It's well worth it for just the difference in material. You know. Hey, I am Zaxxon. How's it going? Thank you for joining us tonight. And anyone that's late, we're going to be panning out some leaf gold from GoldNuggetSales. This is their 3-pound, 3-gram bag. Yeah, that's it, Clash. That's why I love it. It's really, really dark red. It's just a totally different material, you know, and you can generally tell material, you know, if you're panning out California material or Arizona or Colorado, you can generally tell the difference. Alaskan, all the stuff that's coming out of Canada right now with the very dirty gold, and, you know, you can tell generally further up north, it tends to have a different kind of smell to it because it's older material. But you can definitely tell. And with the Australian stuff, yeah, it's really red material. So, but it's not like red clay. Like I know Dave at Gold Bay has some red clay material for a while, but it was like clayish. This stuff is still sandy red. It's not, you know, garnet sands like you would get from Nome. It's definitely some really fun material. Which is why I've probably reviewed so many Australian sellers. It's sad though that they're not very good. Except for Life W Gold. Life W Gold is actually a good deal. I think it's like, I think you end up paying like $110, I think is about it for a 1 gram bag, which isn't horrible when you consider like 30 of that, 27 of that is shipping. So pretty good deal. And the gold is a little bit better. So gold from the Philippines, yeah, that would be interesting. They do have, who is selling gold from the Philippines? There was that French seller on eBay that was selling material and gold from the Philippines. So you do see some different spots every once in a while. I mean, I know, what's the place with the Mexican gold? I should know, they're in my top 5, but I can't remember for the life of me. Brain fart. Here, let me look it up. Irwin's Paydirt. Irwin's Paydirt has some Mexican, the Sonora Gold Paydirt. Unfortunately, they're still using their typical dirt, which is one thing like I was talking about with the Australian thing. I think when you're doing something different, you need the material. Yeah. You can tell it's geography by the smell. I do. I mean, I will say it's a bad habit, but I do generally smell the Paydyrts when I open them, when I do them for review. I used to in my old videos. I used to tell everybody what they smelled like, but I got too many comments where it smells like dirt. But there's not. It does smell different. A lot of the Paydyrts do smell different. I know one of the things that old time miners always say, if it smells really bad, like gag bad, then it's good material. That's where the gold's at because it's not been touched. So, hey, T-Rep Adventures, how's it going? Dib Dibberson. It's Goldwise, that's it. Dib Dibberson. Yeah, I actually saw, I had him saved on my eBay for the longest time. I saw the other day he's missing. I don't know if he closed his account or if it's just not there or what's happening. But it was a pretty good bag. I mean, it was really small. I think it was like 1 ounce of material. And, it had the gram. It got a good ROI and all that, so... Yeah, you can tell. I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes you smell some dirt. Like I did one the other day from my last battle where it smells like skunk. And, that was almost vomit inducing. But, I've had ones. I did a review a very, very long time ago, right when I started, where it was just pure diesel. I mean, it just smelled. It literally smelled like they had just been soaking the dirt in diesel. And when I messaged them after I shot the review, essentially that's what they said. It had been soaking it. They had a machine leak and it was leaking diesel in their thing, and they just decided to put it in bags. So who knows? Fargo Winners in his zombie dirt. Yep. T-Rep Adventure. Where's the dirt that smell like PBR? All right, I think we're gonna get to it again. Some leaf gold Paydirt. I'm really curious to see what this 1 gram nugget's going to look like. We're not going to classify this down or anything. It's 3 pounds of material. Well, let me set this up. Let me move the cameras around and everything. So give me 1 second. We'll move. Let me make sure the panning cam. Yeah, we'll just shrink down the ugly mug. This is best time. No more ugly mug. Now we get to see some dirt. There we go. All right. Move some cameras around. And MN Mark, thank you very much. I didn't see your thing come up. And Donna, thank you very much. I didn't see yours either. Thank you. I was probably talking. And when I'm talking, my brain doesn't work very well. So I can't see and talk at the same time. So I do apologize. But thank you both very much. I really appreciate it. Don't forget the Falcon Pan. No, I'm not using the Falcon Pan tonight. I'll have to set it up I'll have to get a bag of Paydirt that's mostly like fine material. Maybe I'll get a Flower Gold Wizards bag. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get a Flower Gold Wizards bag and do it with just the Falcon Pan. Because he's got some tough material. Here we go. Set this up. Let me see what the camera lighting is. Well, that's not what I was looking for. All right, that's all good. Let me pop up in chat. Yeah, sometimes, Donna, you might have to just slap me or something if I don't notice. Because I do really, really appreciate it. All right. Let's put some gloves on. Move some dirt. Let me see. If I can get this chat to show up on my tablet so I don't have to use my phone and be squinting. I still have to squint because this thing's got the smallest text ever. Hey, Reg Lab. I don't know if I said hi to you. I don't know if you just came in. Wanda, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Clint, thank you for being here, and thank you for the donations, brother. I really appreciate it. Parenting duties, yeah. Kids wanting stuff. PBR and beef sticks. That's not bad. I do personally like beef sticks, but you know. All right, let's open up this Paydirt. I don't drink, so I don't know about PBR. I don't even think I've ever had a PBR. I probably have because I've pretty much drank everything at one point. But I can't have the PBRs anymore, but I definitely wouldn't mind smelling some Paydirt that smelled like beef sticks. Those aren't really on my diet anymore, so. Yes, Life W Gold, West Australian Paydirt. I have a video up on it, and it should have a link to their website. Should be just Life W Gold, yeah, on my, just do a search on my channel. And you can see the material and the results. They did raise their prices after I did my review, of course. Oh, no, no. The Nugget. The Nugget's trying to jump out right off the bat. What is wrong with you, Nugget? Right off the bat. Oh, I like Panning Flower, Go Wizards. I like his material. I will say, when I did his battle, I did all three of his bags. I do remember thinking that one of them would be easy. I remember thinking, oh, they're going to be tiered. One will be hard, then medium, then easy. And none of them were easy. They were all really, really hard. But I actually enjoy his Paydirt. I like, if I'm going to buy a bag of Paydirt for myself, where I'm just going to pan it, not on camera, just something to keep me busy, it's always really tough Paydirt. In fact, I'll show y'all. See, this is what I've been working on for like the last month. It's just really, really fine stuff. Nothing but really fine gold, black sands and stuff. And I've just been panning this out off camera every once in a while. If I feel like I need to do some panning during the day, this is what I hit up. It's just really fine gold, really fine material. Yeah, kids and they're procrastinating. Ugh. So, all right. Oh, and I need to, if Old Sasquatch or somebody wants to post the hidden link, we'll post a hidden link because we do have a bag of Paydirt to give away tonight. Yes, we do. Tuesday tailings, and this is the last one. This is the last one tonight, so. Then I will be making up a new batch. I do like beef jerky. I like beef jerky. I like meat sticks, beef jerky. They're all good. They're not good for my diet, so I don't have them frequently. But I do like beef jerky. It's the best road trip thing ever invented. There we go. Thank you very much. And please follow the rules. I don't typically find too many issues with people in here, but you know. So let's start finding some leaf gold. Or hopefully finding some leaf gold. There we go. Gotta move my camera around. I want 10 pounds. Sure, I'll take 10 pounds of beef jerky. My son would love you. My son is like the beef jerky king. He loves it. My son is one of those people that has to have pocket snacks at all time, sitting, because you never know when the world will end. Oh, so far, two tiny specks first pan. Oh, there's not too many tiny specks. This is a 3-pound bag. That's a whole lot of jerky. That is. But jerky is like popcorn. Once you start eating it, it's hard to put down. And how many times do you go on a road trip and you buy like those 3-pound bags of jerky and you're like, oh, this will last us there and back and we'll have a little bit left over. You hit that first rest stop and you're like, where's all the beef jerky? And you're like, it's gone. We ate it. I haven't seen the seashell yet either. The pan I'm using is, well, it depends on what you're using it for. If you're using it for outdoor panning, then it's the Garrett Super Sluice by far, 100%. And if I had a big enough sink and wasn't panning as often, I would use it for that. But if you see my videos, since day one, I think after my first video, I've been using the Martin pan. It's my personal favorite. I do like that it has 4 stages, even though everyone will know I only use 1 stage. I do like the fact that it has all 4. So if I wanted to use all 4, I could. And I do sometimes use them off camera. I use the other stages. It's just easier for bulk panning to just use the 1 stage. But yeah. If you go to my website, millerprospecting.com, and go to the store link, I have a link of all the equipment I actually use in my videos, and I don't put links for stuff I don't use. I don't put links because they're more expensive. I don't do any of that. It's only stuff that I actually use, and you can see me use them in all my videos. I use the, magnets in my video. I use this pan in my video. I use this scale in my videos. And I've been doing this for 5 years, so, I've changed scales a few times until this last one I think has been with me for like 3 years, and it's probably the best you can get. But this is pretty much the pan I've been using since I started my channel. Apples. Oh, okay, 3 to 4 big bags. I thought you said 3 or 4 apples. I don't know where I saw that. And I was like, what? Hey, Meaty, how's it going? Oh, that's awesome, Meaty. Jerky it's very addictive. Like I said, there's certain things you start eating you just can't put down. Hey, Beermans, how's it going? Lay's potato chips, yeah. There's just certain foods that, once you start, goldfish, if you're eating goldfish, even, that's why kids, if you give them some goldfish, they eat the whole thing at once. Oh, let's get this big guy out of here. And this one too. I see more gold in this one. Yeah, more of that. Oh, that's a lot of small gold in this one. Hey, one and only, how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. On the way. Oh, Clint, too crazy. I know I have my headlamp sitting right in front of me, Clint. course, I did appropriate one, and my son, of course, appropriated one, because, you know, he has to have a flashlight in the middle of the night for his, who knows why. But the other one's up there for future Patreon. I know it does, doesn't it, Donna? See, that's why I'm off camera right now, so I can drool and y'all don't notice. Seeing some bigger gold now. Here, let's get rid of this rock. See, this is definitely the leaf gold that I was missing the last time I did a review. So light. Yeah. Oh. Hey, backyard prospecting, how's it going? See a piece of a shell. Still haven't seen the whole shell. Usually there's always a whole shell. Awesome, awesome. Carl, that's good news. It's always good news, Carl. Swamp Fox, how's it going? Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. More fine gold, smaller gold, another little picker. This one, I say, this one almost feels as heavy as the last one that was 10 times its size. All right, there's the shell. See, you know you're panning out. The gold vlog material when you get a shell in it, except for the Coyote Creek doesn't have shells, at least none that I've seen. So now he's getting a little bit of gold in every single pan and getting a nice little picker in every pan so far, these last couple pans. That's always nice. Vendetta in the house. Thank you very much, brother. I know you're probably eating, feeding those kids and stuff. I'd be shocked. There is petrified wood, that's right. I just had to bring that up because I didn't want to say blanket statement that all your Paydirt had shells in it. Because the double diamond doesn't have shells in it either, but it is something you expect when you're panning out the gold vlog. You do get the shells. Just finished? There you go. Kids always wanting to eat and stuff. Toys and eating and crazy little things. Do I have a limit on your Patreon? I do have a limit on the number of people that can join each tier because I don't want to, you know, I try not to do too much on Patreon because, you know, the more people you have on Patreon, the more money you take in from Patreon, the more taxes I've got to figure out. And also since I try to give back all the money I get through Patreon or put it towards this, you know, everything on Patreon goes towards this show. None of it goes in my pocket. So the more it makes on there, the more I have to spend. And I don't want to just spend money, you know. So, but no, not that I know of. If it's about the number of members, you'll have to look. I think there's open spots in all of them, though. But I do currently only have 3 tiers. I do have a hidden tier, but, you know, that's for secret people only. So, all right, this one, no picker in this one. Just the little gut stuff. Coffee time. So I'm not sure if that answered your question or not, but if it didn't, you can always email me or message me and, you know, I'll try to answer it better. So probably about halfway through the material. Panning out pretty quick. Not a lot of black sands in this, so it's not panning out too hard. A lot more smaller gold than I thought. But I do like it. If it would have been all small gold and then one big nugget, you'd have been like, eh. But I do like it. It's kind of, you know, you're getting a lot of the smaller gold and then some nice pieces in there as well. No worries, no rush, you know. I appreciate everyone, even if you're just a subscriber to my channel and you just watch an occasional video, I appreciate that just as much. You know, I appreciate everything everyone does in this community for me, so. You let your first one expire. Hopefully it was somebody good, you know. I was talking to someone about it the other day, is sadly, you know, I mean, I love Patreon. It's a blessing to be able to, you know, smart fine gold, you know, get help making these channels and making these videos. But there are some Patreons that have put out no content. I'll never understand that, you know. I don't mind, you know, there's a lot of great channels out there with a lot of great Patreon channels out there. And I would never tell anyone or suggest anyone join mine over theirs because there's some really good ones out there. You know, I don't want to mention them because y'all might go join them instead of my channel. But there's also some that the only thing they put out, the only content they put out on their videos is essentially the Patreon giveaway. They put out a Patreon giveaway once a month and they have Patreon. They're essentially just running a raffle. Big shell. This one's whole and it goes in the bottom. So those are going to Tuesday tailings. So if you get a shell in your Tuesday tailings, you know where it came from. Nightbot hates you? Yeah, probably. Hey, Gold Thumb Prospecting, how's it going? I appreciate that, Minnesota. Yeah, I know, like I said, I appreciate everything everyone does for me on my channel. Even the little things. Someone that, just subscribes, they watch my videos, that makes it worth it. They leave comments is worth it, I know, a whole shell. I think most of the time, I think like 90% of the time, I always get the shell and it's like broken. I mean, I don't collect them or anything or save them. I probably could, though. It's like when you buy that bag of chips and you get that one Funyun that's whole and complete. It hasn't been cracked or broken yet. Yeah, see? Flower Gold Wizards. I support Flower Gold Wizards. I'm one of his Patreon members. I love his channel. And he's somebody, he goes out. He does something. He's spending his time. Ooh, I almost dumped this straight into the tailings. Oh, my. What's going on with me? I think he puts together a great channel. Great Patreon show. Collect them and make a necklace, yeah. That's it, the Gold Vlog Paydirt necklace. The Blue Lagoon from the 70s. With a 42-gram nugget to ice it out. Right in the center, huh? Yeah, it sounds like a job for one of the two mics. Definitely not for me. I could probably get the shells. I probably panned out enough to get the shells, but two more pickers in this one. This one's kind of small. Let's see. Yeah, this one's got a little weight to it. This bigger one, but they're still they're those pickers that are almost impossible to pick up because they're so small, thin. But I do really like these. I'm much happier with this bag so far. Well, just overall, I'm much happier with this pan than this bag than the last one I reviewed. So how about this, Mike? This is for Vendetta. I'll get the shells. You send me the 42-gram nugget, and I'll make the necklace. Deal? And anytime you want to borrow the shells, you just let me know, and I'll take the nugget off and send you the shells. Yeah, love Rigby. Love him. Yep, I think I'm seeing the big boy. I think we didn't make it to the bottom before we got the big boy in here, so yeah, definitely. So there we go. I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the 1 grammer. That's a beautiful piece. Like, see, I would really seriously think this was more than a gram. We'll have to see. Definitely can't wait to weigh it up. I might weigh it up on the show tonight. I might weigh it up. Won't be able to do it on camera, but I might weigh it up. That's a beautiful nugget. Coming soon to a Patreon bag near you. Give me a second. Hey, Evan Starr, how's it going? He's only got 2 now, doesn't he? I don't think he does his other channels anymore. Because what was it, Clash TV? I don't think he does that one anymore. I know he still has his Clash channel, and he does Clash Guitars now. I actually prefer his Clash Guitars one, just because it's something I do all the reviews. I don't need to watch somebody else's, and typically I don't watch other reviews, so I don't get biased. And I've never seen a Lutheran work before, so I find those more interesting, just because I've seen myself pan all the time. 1.215. That's your guess? I probably will weigh it up later, just because I'm really curious. In fact, I'm going to take it out and put it somewhere so it can dry. Here, let me rinse it off. Get all the little dirty off of it. Here, we'll put it over here to dry somewhere. And then we will weigh it up. We don't want that water weight on there. Yeah, it's a beautiful nugget. It will be going eventually to some Patreon bag or something. I'll give it away eventually. Ooh, that's too tiny. I'm not gonna. Oh, I got it. Picked it up. Tiny little piece there, but. Oh. 1.025. I don't know. I'll show it again right before. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like 1.2. The water's kind of dirty. Isn't that super, super dirty? I think it's typical for GoldNuggetSales, which is why he put out his Coyote Creek bag. It's why he put out his, these other bags, because, people didn't like certain parts of it, but it's every bit of 1.5. Oh my. I don't know. We'll show it again before then. You can always tell that when a member isn't in the U.S., they don't use they use a comma. More gold. All right. And again, this bag was guaranteed 3 grams, including the minimum 1 gram nugget, which, see, there we go. That's a nugget. Center of the pan, there we go. That's it. I don't have a dime near me, but, finger, it's really nice. No, it's definitely not Vendetta dirty. No, no, no. Vendetta definitely has some dirty material. That's one thing I think Vendetta might need an easy Paydirt. I don't think any of Vendetta's Paydirts are like really easy material to pan out. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna have to go look at his website. I think the lowest he goes is what? I think the lowest material was 4 out of 10 or maybe 5 out of 10. .99. What? Ronnie Diggs. It's guaranteed 1 gram. Nugget guaranteed 1 gram. So it better be over 0.9. Actually, I wouldn't complain if it was 0.99. That's pretty close. Yeah, Superstition Mountain. Well, it depends on, I'm guessing, where you get it from, you know, and the size of the gold. Really, the size of the gold is what makes a lot of bags challenging. I mean, if you get some really deep material out of Superstition Mountain, don't clean it, don't run it through anything, it'll be a lot worse than something topsoil that's been washed and chunky gold in it. Definitely not easy. Yeah. All right, there you go. Has to be over. There you go. You heard it from the man himself. Hey, Gary. Thank you for joining us. Got the 15 pack. I know. You know what? I see those 15 packs. Every time I go to his website, I see those. Like, I don't want one. I'm like, oh, I just want to buy one of those. But I've got no reason to have a 15 pack. I don't know 15 people near me that I want to give a bag of Paydirt to. But I do like it. I think it's a great idea. And it's not like a bad deal either. You know, it's a really good deal. A lot of times you'll see sellers, you know, like, oh, here's this cheaper bag. But it's just got such a horrible ROI. It's not worth it to get a whole bunch of them for kids. That one's a good ROI. Yeah, every time I see that 15 pack, I'm like, oh, I should buy one of those. And I'll probably one of these days end up doing it just on a splurge, just for some crazy reason, just to have them. Maybe one day I'll get tired of making my Tuesday tailings for a month. Let's see if this gold is going to stay at the top. I'm sure one of those bigger pieces, they're so flat, they don't want to come down. All right. In case you haven't noticed, make sure you go to the Nightbot's post where it says to win a bag. Make sure you go there because we do have the final bag from this batch of Tuesday tailings to give away tonight. So, and this is the best time to win it because if you win one this week, you'll be eligible again next week. So it's always best to win the last bag, because then you're not ineligible for a while. Oh my, oh my. He's got water all over my tablet. Now it's just punching all these buttons for me. Yes, back-to-back possible. Then, of course, you'd have to wait 12 weeks to win. But, again, if you're lucky enough to win it back-to-back, you are meant to have 2 bags. I mean, that's some really big gold. Definitely can't wait. This is probably one of those bags that a lot of times when I do my results show, I don't film them to the next day. I dry it up the next day and shoot it. But I might, after this show tonight, sit here for a little bit, clean it up, and weigh it up. I'd be curious about the weight on some of these, but there we go. Like, see this one. I think like both of these two probably weigh the same. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these other bigger, chunkier ones weighs as much. But some really nice gold there. And then, of course, yeah, we have that one as well. Hold on, let me move them so the camera will see them. Hold on, where is? Here. There we go. All right. Okay. So there we go. Now that means it's ugly mug time. And here, let me take out the big nugget because we're going to dry it off. I'm going to weigh it. You want me to see me weigh it, but I'm going to tell you how much it weighs. Just because I'm curious to know. And you'll get to see again tomorrow on the results show. But all right, let me move stuff around. Well, I'm just banging all around. Y'all just ignore me. I know I totally forgot to do the post every few minutes thing for Gold Nugget Sales. Oh my. Well, I'm not going to tell everybody the weight. You're going to have to watch the video tomorrow. But let's just say we were all very, very wrong. Very, very wrong. I'm moving to Texas just to be eligible. All right, let me get face cam up. There we go. Of course, the gold turn. There you go. No. All right, let me open up chat and make sure again. Here, I will even do it. Make sure you go over and post something in the hidden comments. It's posting up now. And yes, boom, we were very, very wrong. My guess was way off. My guess was way off. And I think that was just because I was biased because I knew it was supposed to be 1 gram minimum. But it is more than 1 gram. And it's still going to be coming to a Patreon bag soon. I just don't know which one, what month. I'll have to see. Top-notch Paydirt, definitely. No. And here, let me see. Why isn't Nightbot? Do I not have anything here? I totally forgot to put a link to Gold Nugget Sales. I apologize. I'm pretty good at making sure that whoever I'm panning out is advertised while I'm doing it, if I know they're a good seller. So I apologize, Mike at Gold Nugget Sales. But Thank you, HD, for dropping the link. This is, again, we did that 3 gram bag from GoldNuggetSales. And I will be posting results tomorrow. I have all the info right here. I have all the info. Did have a secret shopper purchase this. It was a 3 gram bag. We paid $220.90 for it. So it shipped the next day priority in a double bubble mailer. So I'll be giving you a pretty good breakdown tomorrow on what I think of it, especially since the last bag I did on one of his leaf golds didn't get the best review from me. So I'll probably go into a little bit more detail in my results show tomorrow, but definitely. And we still have to give out the Tuesday tailings today. This is bag number 12, so make sure you post in the hidden comments for it. And then if I pull your name, you must post something in the live chat before the end of the show to collect your prize. And unfortunately, this is only available in the U.S. And there are 11 people who are ineligible because they already won one of these bags. And that's Jurgen Krebitz, Sean Sparks, Mark Sheldon, Eric H., Charles King, Mad Hatter Prospecting, Big Texas Prospecting, Coming Out Swinging Metal Detecting, Josh Gear, SDI Prospecting, and Benjamin Garcia. So if I pull one of these names, I better keep this handy because that's a long list and I'll definitely forget. If I pull one of those names, we'll just re-pull a name. I was thinking, I guess, oh, well, maybe Kathleen wasn't too far off. I might have to go back through this chat and look to see who was closest. But if that was your original guess, you definitely were the closest, Kathleen. I'll start calling you up if there's one of those things where guess the nugget size. I'll use you. You better start checking out Vendetta's guess the Paydirt and guess the weight, because you're definitely the closest. So. All right, Reg, I appreciate that. Yeah, I really wish it's just, and it sucks so bad too, because it used to not be this way. I mean, when I first started doing these live shows, I think it was, I want to say it was like $11. I think it was $10.85 when I used to ship. And this is only episode number 110. So, I mean, that's, 2.5 years ago, I started doing these live shows. And it was like $12 to absolute tops, depending on where it was at. If it was a foreign country that's pretty far away. And now it's like $20 and, it's not even, worth it just to send the gold. Where if I just told you I'm sending you the gold and not the Paydirt, it's still not even worth it because then it's still $16. It's just, Trust those instincts. There you go. I was way off. I'm still going to blame it on, reading a description and having it stuck in my head. But yeah, I should have been looking more at the other gold I found and guessing. But that's one of the things about golds, You get some of these irregular shapes. That's why I'm going to be really curious about some of those flatter pieces. I'm going to be curious if some of those pieces that are smaller actually weigh more. So, but, all right, let's get rid of the panning cam and get everything set up for the giveaway. Let me go make sure everything's set up for the giveaway, which it's not, of course. Let me make sure everyone's comments are going through. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I just noticed. Kayla was on Flash in Your Pants channel tonight. I wanted to ask her. Oh, man, I missed her show. I really wanted to ask her why she charges so much for her Paydirt. How special it is, but... Oh, somebody just mentioned me in there, too. I'm gonna have to definitely go rewatch this. So, but all right, let me make sure I'm getting off topic and off thing. Let me make sure everyone's comments have gone through. Oh, and some... Oh, my gosh. Some were not approved. Good thing, so... All right. Oh, I see. YouTube has decided to do this again. So give me a second. I've got to approve a lot of these comments because, I see. YouTube was just trying to make my mods win. Oh my. I don't think it approved any comments. I'm sure nobody noticed. All right. All right. I will check it right before we pull again, but all comments are pulled. I need to get the link. All right, and then we can go back to the comments and I can get ready for that. All right, let me check up on chat. And we probably got about 5 minutes. Well, all the comments were You had me there for a second. I was like, what got changed? She's still on. I know. That's why I had her channel up earlier because had him up. And I was going to type a question in there before the show, but no. I might go, if the show ends up soon enough, I might go in there and ask, but I probably shouldn't. It probably wouldn't be a nice thing to do, so. Because I wanted a bag of her Paydirt. I really did want a bag of her Paydirt, but I think it was like $70 plus shipping for a half-gram bag, and I was like, ugh. And then it was funny because I even messaged her and asked her if she was going to be putting any 1-gram bags up, because I figured, I understand you're going to be paying more for somebody that's on TV or something like that, but she put her 1-gram bag up, and it was like $140 or something crazy like that. And I was just like, Emily Rydell gets a lot more views than you, and her bag isn't that expensive, so I don't know why. I don't know. And to be honest, I've never even seen that show, so. But I wanted to do a battle with her and Emily. I really did. I wanted to do a battle with her and Emily's 1-gram bags, but I'm not paying $140 for a 1-gram bag. I'm not crazy. Not that crazy, at least. So, but Biden. The way I figure it, every president owes me money. It doesn't matter who's president. They owe us all money. They owe us, anyone that's in Congress or president or anything. It doesn't matter, Republican or Democrat. They owe us all money. Massive amounts of money. It's just, it has nothing to do with what political party someone is in. They owe us money. It's just the way it is. They're here for the people, not for themselves. And every single politician that is a politician makes way more money than their salary dictates. If they get paid $250,000 a year, every year they file their taxes, somehow or another, they made $1 million a year. So they owe us all money. A wedding reception. Oh, when I was younger, I used to show up at all kinds of private parties. They had free booze. I was showing up everywhere. That's it. Dylan 2024. No, I'm not running this time. I'm going to run next time. I think it's going to be Dylan 2028 or something like that, So I got to wait until my name's out there a little bit more. I got to, come up with my policies, like get rid of all politicians. Then I'll be the last to go. Once all the rest are gone, I'll vacate and we'll just start all over from scratch, Hey, Jody, thank you for joining the chat. Black Mass Paydirt, how's it going, brother? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Home Zoo, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. No, of course, As I said, I know some people are very political, and I do have it in my rules, no politics, so I'm going to try not to say anything, but, it's more about politicians are bad themselves and not the actual, branch. So, Miller, the gold party, that's it. More gold for everybody, It just, that is one of the things that bugs me, really, I know a couple of people that mine in, Seattle, in Washington, and it's just a shame. They come out and they say, oh, you can't dredge. You can't dredge because it hurts salmon spawning. And they go and do a whole bunch of research, and they find out that it actually helps salmon spawning because it makes little bitty holes all over a place for salmon to swim down into and lay its eggs. And then they still say, well, I know we did the study and we don't allow it because we want to, but we're going to let this big company come in with this giant thing and dig a huge pit that's, going to ruin the country, countryside for the next 1,000 years and dump a ton of chemicals into it. But they're paying $1 million a week in taxes. So we'll allow that. But Joe Blow with his 3-inch dredge can't do it. So the gold party. Yeah. What? All right. Let me go double check. You've got exactly, I can't even see what time. 2 minutes. If you haven't already, yeah, we will post hidden. Make sure you go drop that in there. Oh, yeah. Politics are horrible on YouTube. There's certain channels I won't watch because they talk too much about it. I was just talking to someone about that the other day. If everyone would just be a good human, we wouldn't have any of these problems. You know, just be good to your fellow person. Everyone in chat, be kind to each other as much as you can. I know there's times, you know, I want to blow my lid sometimes. Things drive me absolutely crazy and stuff like that. People drive me crazy. But if you spend the majority of your time trying to be a good person, the world would be a better place. So, and we're going to start that by giving away one bag of Paydirt at a time. So, one nice gesture today. Give away a bag of Tuesday tailings for everyone having to look at this thing all day. So, or all night. Yeah, I mean, well, it's one of those things. Minnesota market, there's always something in the water that's gonna, you know, it's one of those things, you know, like eggs are good for you, but then eggs are bad for you. If you eat a certain number of eggs, they're bad for you. If you don't eat enough eggs, you know, things like that. And they have shown that, you know, it helped because it was taking out all the mercury out of the water and it was helping things, and then it would harm them because of the silt floating around too. Yeah, but it wasn't detrimental. The way they passed the law was that they said that it hurt them. And it didn't just exclusively hurt the spawning. You know, like if you say spawning declines by 10% if you dredge, when in reality, it went down by 10% because of dredging, but it went up 10% because they took out the mercury and other things. So I know I did see this Tiger King. The Tiger King's up there. I might actually vote for the Tiger King. He's crazy. You never know what he's going to do. He might put a tiger in as vice president. Then the vice president's going to eat him live during his inauguration show, you know. No, it's all craziness. Like I said, just be nice to each other. And there we go. Tuesday tailings. Let's go do it. Let me go check one last time. Oh, yeah, crawfish. Ooh, I do love me some crawfish. I used to eat those by buckets, man. You never get enough crawfish. No. All right, let me double check, make sure all comments have gone through. And there was one that was not approved. So there we go. They're all published. Let me go get the comment one more time. There we go. Get rid of this. All right, let's shrink down the ugly mug. And we are going to give away a bag of Paydirt. And as always, YouTube and its affiliates have nothing to do with this. This is 100% on me, by me, just to give away to everyone for putting up with my ugly mug all night. And as you can see, tonight we did go through a bag of Gold Nugget Sales, number 2 on Miller Prospecting's top 5 recommended sellers. And it was a very, very close battle between them and the number 1, Vendetta Prospecting. So this year might be a little different, and there might be somebody kicked up from somewhere else that might end up taking the spot. Who knows? But right now, definitely Vendetta and Gold Nugget Sales are the top 2 sellers out there. So, really enjoyed the bag I did tonight from Gold Nugget Sales. And now for the YouTube comment picker. And let me read off the names for ineligibles. If I pull one of these names, we will be repicking because they're only allowed to win once per 12 bags. And this is bag number 12. So we have Jurgen Kravitz, Sean Sparks, Mark Sheldon, Eric H., Charles King, Mad Hatter Prospecting, Big Texas Prospecting, Coming Out Swinging Metal Detecting, Josh Gear, SDI Prospecting, and Benjamin Garcia. And we will, if we pull one of those names, regardless if their comment says to give to somebody else or something else, they're ineligible, so they don't get that choice. You know, it's got to be a new name that we pick. So if I pull one of those names, they will be ineligible. Let's fetch, continue. There we go, 65 comments. Make sure, yep, okay. Just making sure my big noggin wasn't blocking the screen or something. Let's pick a winner. Rudy, 2781. Congratulations, Rudy. It's been a while since you've won. I know you did win a bag once before, though. So Rudy, 2781, you have till the end of chat to post something in the live chat for the end of the show to post something in live chat to claim it. So congratulations to Rudy. Thank you and God bless. All right. All right, so that means because of Rudy, we're going full ugly mug time. So there we go. Congratulations, Rudy. Woot, woot. There we go. Rudy has posted. So let me write this down just so I don't forget. So here, I will post my email in a second. Yeah, I'll post it right now. Make sure you email me, Rudy. And I will get this out to you tomorrow. Thank you very much, T-Rep. I appreciate that. I hear pick again. Yeah, I've never picked my name either. I've never left a comment, but I've never picked me either. There's a lot of people I've never picked. I go through the comments every once in a while before I delete that video to put up a new one. And there's a lot of people that have never won, which is surprising that they've been to like every show too, and I've never pulled their name. I mean, you get like a 1 in 100 shot, so it's not the best odds, you know. Maybe one of these days I'll just like throw a whole bunch, you know. I really appreciate that, Minnesota. Thank you very much. Oh, this. I need to go to live chat. Oh, all right, Rudy. Here. I'll just make a note. I usually have people email me regardless, just because then it gives me in my head for when I go at the end of the year for taxes to say I did this. This is why I shipped something. This is why I have those, those shipping. But no, that's fine. You can message me on Patreon because I'll just I copy it and forward it to myself. But yeah, just message me, either email me or message me on Patreon, just so I have a record that you admitted that you won. I'm just here for the laughs. Well, me too. That's it. All right, Carl. Good news today. Thank you very much for being my mod. I appreciate that. No, I mean, if you still enter, at least I'll read your comment before I kick you off, Deb. I mean, if you could put a nice comment on there to say something wonderful about, you know, Miller prospecting or something like that, I'll still read your message. So before I say you can't win, you know. All right, Alan, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Donna. So yeah, we will be posting a results show tomorrow, and this probably will be a little bit longer, maybe 4 minutes longer, because I probably will go into a little bit more details, just because the last time I did one of these leaf gold bags, GoldNuggetSales didn't get the best review. So, and I will weigh up all the gold and a couple of pieces, so it'll probably be a little bit longer, but I will have a results video tomorrow. Saturday, we've got a new premiere, and then a new, I'm trying to think, I don't even remember who Saturday's premiere is. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out some Paydirt. Oh, it's a new seller. Somebody I've never reviewed before. So yeah, we got a seller I've never reviewed before coming out Saturday, and we're going to be panning out some of their Paydirt next week as well. So it must have been a pretty decent Paydirt, because I typically don't do them on Tuesday if it wasn't a great bag of Paydirt, or it wasn't a good bag of Paydirt. So, all right, Wanda, thank you for being here and being here. I appreciate that. Everyone, I appreciate being here. Hopefully everyone has a great week. Pop in, check the results out tomorrow. It will be a short video, probably a little bit longer. But then next Saturday and then next Tuesday, we'll be here panning out another bag of Paydirt. And it's a big one. I think next week's another 3-pounder too. So much more material again to go through. So thanks everyone. Have a